Hey guys, it's Black Scout Survival, and today we're talking about the GSO 4.1 from Survive Knives. You can see right here, this is the EDC4, and you've seen a review or read a review on blackscoutsurvival.com about it previously, and we're very happy with it. Well, the GSO 4.1 is very similar to the EDC4, but it has some upgraded features and makes the knife, a million times better, which this isn't a bad knife. I love this knife. It's one of my favorites. But this knife right here is a M390 version, and I have never used M390, but I know that Benchmade and some other makers make some knives in that steel, and in use it's been fantastic. This is a 4-inch blade with a saber grind, and it has that tumbled finish. This go around I chose the orange G10 scales. These are the canvas micartas, and I love the canvas micartas, but I just wanted to feel what Survival's putting out with their GSO 10. And the benefit of this is if you drop this on the forest floor, you can find this easier than you can find something like this. But if you'll notice the butt area, the EDC4 and the new GSO 4.1 has that hidden tang feature right there. There's also jimping on the blade and that butt section there. But the knife also has the Peter's heat treat etched in there, along with an American flag on the reverse side. And that was just a nice feature that I liked. But let's go ahead and make a fishing spear with this knife. All right, let's go ahead and make this fishing spear. You just want to get a limb or sapling and delimb it, and then make it like a cross cut. Split like that right there. You want to make sure you don't go too far on one side. This batoning technique, excellent with the GSO 4.1. All right, so now that you got that cross section cut, you're gonna want some pieces, small pieces of wood from a branch or whatnot in there to keep it separated. And I kind of use my knife as a wedge to do that with, to get that first one down, because it's usually somewhat tough, but you just want to bring it down in between there like that. You can use the back of the knife to push it down like that. And then all you're going to do is just shave up these into a point, these sections. And this GSO is just smooth, great ergonomics, and I'll talk about that in a second. It's razor sharp knife. Knife comes razor sharp. This one actually is probably the sharpest Survive knives that I've received. I don't know if that's just my imagination or seems to be really sharp, but you see those just little fine tip cuts right there. All right guys, so we're finishing up with my fishing spear here. And when you're making a fishing spear, you want your points obviously to be pointy, but you don't want them to be so pointy and so fragile that if you miss your fish, you break your spear on one strike, and then you're screwed. You have to start the whole process all over again. But using good green wood like this is the easiest way to do it. Don't go get some seasoned dead wood. You want some green wood that can sharpen up quite well. You can see these sharps, points are pretty sharp. But this GSO 10, I think this took me maybe all of 5 minutes to make. with the GSO 4.1, not GSO 10, I'm sorry, GSO 4.1. It took me all 5 minutes to make, but really like this knife. And something else I forgot to mention, upgrade on the sheath from the EDC4 and the previous GSO knives, is that it has a drain canal right here. So in case, like what I just did, dirtied up my knife and I keep putting it back in and it gunks up the inside, you can just rinse this out or let water go out, either way. But since I was doing this review, I wanted to show you another popular 4-inch bladed knife, and this is the SE4. And to me, there's really no comparison between the two. Obviously, the GSO 4.1 has a much better steel choice, but mainly the ergonomics. And to me, that's the biggest selling point on a small knife like this that I'm going to be using, for camp chores and using for extended amount of time. Your hand will get fatigued, And if you see the difference between the GSO 4.1 and the SE4, these are just flat slab micarta scales, okay? Whereas the GSO 4.1 has humps and valleys in the right locations to make it just, fit perfectly in your hand. But that's just what I wanted to say, and there's no finger choil, and for a knife this size, there's no reason you need a finger choil, truly, in my opinion. But I like the knife, and I think you should check it out. It retails for, I think, $199 right now. And check out Survive Knives. They have a new website and a Facebook page, so check that out. And if you want to see, I got more pictures about this knife and article about this knife on the website, blackscoutsurvival.com, so check that out when you get a chance. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.